Hi there, I'm Jerry Bottom. I'm with Homes by Jerry and Coldwell Banker Wallace. And we're here today because I want to shine the spotlight on people and businesses who practice gratitude and who use their blessings to give back to the community and help others in need. I'm here with Mark Troutt.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great, Mark. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming by and just inquiring about what we're doing.
Oh, it's my pleasure. For those of you who don't know, Mark is the dealer principal here at Rusty Wallace Chevrolet in Clinton, Tennessee. Mark, why don't you tell me a little bit about you, about Rusty Wallace Chevrolet and your mission?
Okay. Well, we opened this store in May of 2015. We bought it from the Fox family, which anybody in this area, anywhere around Knoxville knows who the Fox family were. Just really, really good people. They were known for their gratuity, for giving back to the community, for being a good partner, and that's one thing that we really wanted to try to continue to do.
Well, Mark, I know you have a great sense of community here. You want to give back. Let's talk a little bit about the business.
Okay.
What is the most expensive car you've ever sold out of this dealership?
Well, to date, it would be a Corvette, obviously. And there's different trim levels of Corvettes. You've got the Stingray, and then you've got an upper level called a Z06, and then you've got the top of the line, which is called a ZR1. It's a souped up racing Corvette, and it comes in listed at $114,000. And we got one of those and sold it to a customer in California, actually.
So let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum. What's the cheapest car you've ever sold?
Oh, that's easy, $99.
Your family-owned business has such strong community ties, and just 2 years ago, as an example of what your company has done to give back, you donated a cargo van to the Love Kitchen. Is that correct?
That is correct. That was actually the second van we had given them. The first one was when Helen Ellen was still alive, and we gave them a new Kia Sedona to go and help deliver vehicles. And then that had been quite a while ago, and that thing had sort of worn out and worn its course. So we were able to give them another van for what that they do. Just phenomenal work.
Tell me how you got involved with the Isaiah 117.
You're going to touch an emotional chord here a little bit. Real briefly, I'll tell you what they do.
Okay.
When a child's taken out of their home, the DCS worker comes in and they take that kid, and they may be placed in a foster care home in an hour, but it may be 3 days before they're placed in a foster home. So the majority of times, that child is at the DCS office. They may be sleeping on a concrete floor. They may be sitting at a table. But while that DCS worker is trying to get them placed, they're there in the office. Well, the Isaiah 117 house, they're that go-between. It's a home where the worker goes in, they take the child, volunteers come in, and they love on that child. They feed them, they play with them. If they need clean clothes, if they need a bath, they are there to love on that kid while the DCS worker can go and do their job. And it fills in the gap for that child when it is at an extremely traumatic time. They come in and they call it, they lavishly love that child. And it's just really, really touched me pretty deep, me and my wife.
Just last month, January 17th, I'm sure one of the coldest days of the year, you decided to do a 52-mile walk for the benefit of Isaiah 117, and you started at your Morristown dealership. Is that correct?
That is correct. I've always been a big fan of Teddy Roosevelt. He just was a polarizing figure. I've loved reading about him. And one of the things, as I was reading one of his biographies, when Teddy Roosevelt got sort of, overwhelmed, a lot going on, he would go on 50-mile walks, and he'd do it within one day. Well, that just kind of stuck in the back of my head. I thought, that's pretty impressive. And then this idea came about last fall. I got to thinking about the Isaiah 117 house. I got to thinking about our Rusty Wallace organization, who we have dealerships in Jefferson County and Hamblin County, Knox County, Anderson County, and Blount County. We have 8 dealerships total in all these areas. And I got to thinking about how each one of these counties have an Isaiah 117 house. I got to looking, well, I wonder how far it is through these counties. And then just got to playing with Google Maps and ended up realizing that if I made a certain route from our Toyota store in Morristown, I could connect all these counties outside of Blunt, but I could connect these counties and walk through them. And it was, yes, to raise money because that was something that they need. But when you talk to anybody from Isaiah 117, they're constantly saying, God always provides the money. We need awareness. We just need people to know who we are, people to know what we do. Because if they find out what we do, they'll help. My original goal was to raise $50,000. And the way that I was going to do that was we talked to our dealerships, and I said, if I can raise $25,000, I want you all to match $25,000. And we'll raise $50,000 for the Isaiah 117 in this East Tennessee area. So it sort of started gaining momentum and more people started donating. And then I had some people say, well, I'll give you money, but I want to make sure you finish the walk first. I said, fair enough. I think that's a pretty good call.
Great.
So I had a lot of people say, we'll donate, but we want you to finish the walk. Well, when everything was said and done, we scheduled it for January 17th because 117, we were able to raise $75,000.
Oh, that's terrific.
It was abundantly more.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
$75,000.
It was great.
And your goal was 50.
The goal was 50.
Far exceeded.
Far exceeded it, yeah. Which we were just abundantly ecstatic about. And, I was so tickled to raise that money. But I've had so many people come and say, a couple of the local news stations, they had some pieces on it, a couple of radio stations, did some live interviews with them. And a lot of people, even when you would look at the comments of people reading the article or stuff, and there were comments of people saying, well, what's Isaiah 117? Mm-hmm. And my reaction was, that's what I was looking for. Yes. That's what I was after. If you just get inquisitive about it, then you'll learn about it. And if it's something that touches your heart, get involved. If it doesn't, if there's another charity, maybe it makes you look, well, maybe this one doesn't move me as much, but there's something else. And I think if we all look, because we're all different, we all have different things that move us. I think if we all find something that gets to us on a deeper level, we'll make a huge difference in this world. And I think that's what it's all about, is you're inspiring others, to make a difference. We're not looking to change the whole world, but man, if I can make a difference in a kid's life, I've changed their world.
Well, Mark, that is so fantastic. The mission, the purpose, the blessings that can be obtained from being a part of the Isaiah 117 project. I mean, it's just, I can't imagine. So if others want to get involved and
Yes.
they want to make a difference in a young child's life,
Mm-hmm.
where do they start?
I think the best place to start is at their website. It's Isaiah117house.com. It has lots of videos, testimonials that if you just want to learn about them, I think that's the best way. Another good way, I'm always open for anybody that wants to come in and sit down and ask me. I will always gladly talk about what that they do.
Well, I will make sure that we have a link to their website and their Facebook page here in the description here on my channel.
Very
so you
perfect.
can just click right here and go check it out. Mark, thank you so much for spending time with me. It's
Absolutely.
been such a blessing. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you need to reach out to either one of us, like I said, I'll have links below. And thank you so much for watching and spending time with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
Enjoyed it.